Alright, so here's the deal. I know I've been, neglecting my online community for space engineers and whatnot for a while now. Just because, life's been throwing wrenches at me, and bricks, and cars. So, I've been under a lot of stress, and on top of that, I've been dealing with issues with my conditions, the bipolar stuff and anxiety. The stresses aren't quite gone. We haven't quite moved yet. But I'm getting more used to it. And I'm going to start trying to ease myself into things. I'm going to start out by getting back on Space Engineers, trying to play regularly and build stuff. I've actually already started building a new mech. I've got a few other projects that I really need to get done because, well, it's one of those games where you got to be on the bleeding edge or bleeding on the edge. You don't want the latter, obviously. So I've got my radar system, my defense systems. I've got to work on bug brain, a bunch of stuff that's really complicated because I'm not using scripts. I'm using timer blocks to create, organic CPUs to run everything on the bases and the drones and the ships and the mech and all that stuff. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to make the system fully integrated. It's going to be a ton of work. It can be very overwhelming. So I'm going to just a little bit at a time. That's why I'm starting with the mech, because it's less complicated, believe it or not, than the bug brain system. And eventually I will look back to getting the community active, look back into hosting a server and all that stuff. I know once we start finalizing the move and getting everything over there, I'll be absent again. But hopefully I'll have my own little shed or room or something separate from the house so that I can be active at the hours that I need to be. Because, most people are over in the EU that played on my servers, and the people in the US are just up all night playing with me or whatever. But I'm going to start trying to ease myself back into things and get back into a routine of it. So, don't be surprised if you see me pop into Luca's chat every now and then, especially if somebody's in there. I'm going to start trying to keep an eye on that kind of stuff and just try and be active again, But y'all take care, keep an eye out for me, and as I always say, don't forget to hydrate.